It feels weird for me to say that I'm actually excited for Team Affinity and the new MLB The Show game. And for the first time since MLB The Show 20, there's going to be one Team Affinity program per team instead of these 6 division programs. And brand new this year, you can actually earn the next Team Affinity players early. Well, you can at least earn vouchers. So when they come out, you can already have those unlocked. They have those vouchers ready to go for the All-Star program, the All-Star cards. It looks like that's on July 11th, and then also for the finest cards coming all the way in November. So for the first time ever, we're going to be able to earn progress all the way ahead. I love to see that. And in today's video, in their stream that they did reveal some of the Team Affinity Diamond cards as well as the silver and golds, but at least all of the diamond cards for Team Affinity are going to be revealed tomorrow along with that legend reveal. So there's going to be some new legends part of Team Affinity for those diamond cards. We'll find out all 30 of the Team Affinity cards, all of the new legends in tomorrow's legend reveal, and then that's going to be accompanied by all those Team Affinity cards. Also keep in mind that Team Affinity is going to continue to have drops as the year goes on. There's going to be more henchman cards, more diamond cards, more missions for you to do. That's going to be coming later this year. Everything you're seeing now is just the first stage of Team Affinity for MLB The Show 25. They said that on average, it's probably going to be about 2 hours per team. That would be 60 hours total, but keep in mind, some people are going to do it faster. Some people are going to be doing it slower. You don't have to get all of them done right away. And the way that you're earning progress for Team Affinity, there's going to be 30 moments to start. That's 1 moment per team. That's going to give you 5,000 points, and that's going to get you your first card. So if you do all 30 of those moments, boom, you get 30 cards, 30 silvers right away just by doing 1 moment per team. 5,000 points in the program. But they have other types of missions, other ways to earn progress. There are quick impact stat missions. There's 40,000 total points available here. 5,000 points per each of these quick stat missions. These are just going to be some stat missions. Tally in the stat missions as you play with players from that specific team. You also have parallel XP with the Team Affinity cards, both the silver, gold, and then also the diamond cards. 200 parallel XP needed with silvers, 300 needed with the gold cards, and it looks like 500 needed with the diamond cards. 10,000 points per player per card, 30,000 points from these parallel XP missions. And for the first time ever, you can earn, it looks like, parallel XP in ranked co-op. And they also updated for parallel XP. They made it so plate appearances count as 15 parallel XP points instead of only 10 in years past. Now, it might not seem like a lot, but hey, every 10 plate appearances, that's going to get you 50 more points. So over time, as you're trying to superfractor a card, it's really going to make a difference. Unless I missed it, I don't think they showed any of the on the rise missions. I'm guessing these are probably just some more stat missions, but I could be wrong. But they did show these season standout missions. These are going to be 15,000 Team Affinity points per. There's going to be 4 of these missions per team, so 60,000 Team Affinity points. And these are some big stat missions. These are going to be unique to each team based on historical players, things like that. But these ones are going to take you a little while to get some of these done. You also have Journey to All-Star missions. These are going to be 3 missions per team, 20,000 points each. And every single team is going to have the same stat missions for the Journey to All-Star missions. It's going to be 300 total hits with players from that team, 150 total extra base hits, and 200 runs with players from that team. These Journey to All-Star missions will be the same for all 30 Team Affinities. And if you get a team's live series collection done, you'll be able to collect that live series collection and reward. Don't worry, you still keep the card. All you're doing is collecting it in this Team Affinity for 20,000 points towards that team's Team Affinity. There's also Journey to Finest missions, 500 total hits, 250 total extra base hits, 300 total runs. This is going to be exact same for every team. These 3 missions, 30,000 points per mission for these, so 90,000 possible points in the Journey to Finest missions. Now keep in mind, these are optional. The Clubhouse Leaders missions, there's going to be 3 of these per team, 350,000 points, I think, per mission. And these are going to be specific to the team and its historical players. For the Yankees, that's the one they showed. 3,465 total hits with the Yankees players. 659 home runs. 1,959 runs. Again, these are optional. You do not have to do these. As the year goes on, they're going to be adding plenty of missions and stats for you to make it through the Team Affinity program. But I believe if you do all the missions available, including these clubhouse ones, you can make it all the way to the end of the program and receive a special icon, which will show that a little bit later, I think, but you'll receive a special icon, a #1 fan icon for that team. But again, these are optional. This is just if you want to go above and beyond way early on in the game cycle. We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I just want to reiterate it, go over it one more time. You are able to work ahead and gain progress so you'll be ready for the future Team Affinities. It sounds like everything's going to just be dropped in this My Journey Team Affinity program. There's not going to be new Team Affinity programs. It's all going to be in that same spot. They showed a voucher for July 11th, the All-Star Team Affinity, and if you earn enough points to get that voucher right for that team on July 11th, when they release those All-Star Team Affinity cards, you'll be able to exchange that voucher, unlock that Team Affinity player right away. So you're able to work ahead. I love this. This is part of the reason that I'm actually excited for Team Affinity this year. And you'll be able to do that as well for Finest cards. For November, when the Finest cards come out, you'll be able to have a voucher already for the Finest cards for Team Affinity. Now, it did sound like they're going to be adding more bosses in addition to these all-star ones. In addition to the Finest bosses, they're going to be adding more henchmen, probably more unlockables, obviously more missions to earn progress. They're going to be adding lots more to Team Affinity, but for working ahead, in addition to earning progress, just making an advance on Team Affinity, you're also able to get those vouchers for the Finest, for the All-Star, if you want to work ahead for Team Affinity here in MLB 25. And that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm actually excited for Team Affinity. But to start out, each team has a silver, a gold, and then a boss. That's going to be a diamond player for all 30 teams. Get a brand new Jolt Series diamonds. Now, these are not captain cards, but each of these 30 cards will work as a team captain. They're going to be able to be activated as a captain while you're building a theme team. Yankees have Babe Ruth. He's going to boost Yankees players. It's going to be the same like that for all 29 other teams. They're not a captain series card, but all Jolt series have captain abilities for this Team Affinity. The first Team Affinity rewards have captain abilities, and we'll get to the ones that have been revealed in a second for the Team Affinity diamonds, for these Team Affinity cards, but I just want to show you guys the #1 fan icon. If you make it all the way to the end, at least to start the year, you would have to do those optional clubhouse leader missions. I would assume as they add more missions, it's probably going to be a little bit more obtainable, but there is a #1 fan icon available for every single team at the end of the My Journey Team Affinity program. So let's go ahead and go over some of the revealed Team Affinity rewards, all of the ones we have revealed at the time of recording this. Again, tomorrow with that legend reveal, they said all of the other cards for 30 total Team Affinity bosses should be revealed. But let's start with the Yankees. The Yankees have a silver Andy Pettitte, a gold Ben Rice, and then a diamond Babe Ruth. Again, Jolt series, brand new series with captain ability for all 30 of the Team Affinity rewards to start the year. But Babe Ruth is the Yankees diamond reward, and his captain boost is going to give you +10 contact for each side, +10 hitting clutch, +15 hits per 9 on the pitching side of things. You'll notice it appears to be players from that team, in this case the Yankees, 91 overall or lower. And keep in mind that each team and the captain ability will depend on how many flashbacks that team has. So a team like the White Sox or the Nationals is going to be giving you a higher boost to those attributes than the Yankees Babe Ruth or whoever the Dodgers diamond is. For teams with less cards, you're going to be seeing a higher boost. And for the Nationals, this is another one where we got the captain boost revealed, but also the rewards revealed. They have a silver Brian Dozier, a gold Pedro Martinez, and then the diamond Jolt series James Wood for the Nationals. And this is a perfect example. Compared to that Babe Ruth, you can see the Nationals captain boost. You're getting +15 for the contact boost. You're getting +15 for the clutch. You still get the same hits per 9 boost, it looks like, but all three of the other ones are going to be different. They're going to be higher for the Nationals than they were for the Yankees, because the Nationals are going to just have less cards available to you. So their boost is going to be a little bit bigger, or I guess maybe more likely, maybe overall their cards aren't going to be as high of overalls and as good of cards for these flashbacks. The Athletics have a silver Dave Parker. They have a gold Zach Eflin, and then for the first time in MLB The Show history, we're seeing an Athletics Matt Holliday. The Athletics have a Diamond Jolt Series Matt Holliday. As a Cardinals fan, as a Matt Holliday fan in MLB The Show, I'm going to love using this card. I'm actually going to probably go after the Athletics pretty early on. The Blue Jays have a silver Vlad Jr., last year's cover athlete. They have a gold Nate Pearson, and then they have a diamond Roy Halladay, one of my favorite pitchers every year for the last few years. This is going to be another one. Both the Halladays I'm going to have to go after pretty quickly. The Rangers have a silver Adrian Beltre. They've got a gold Evan Carter, and then a diamond Ian Kinsler for their Jolt Series. For Reds Team Affinity, my journey to start out the year, you have a silver Jerry Hairston Jr., a gold Ken Griffey Jr., and with the power creep back, that should actually be pretty good for the first few weeks of the game, and then a diamond Johnny Bench for their Jolt Series here in this Team Affinity for MLB 25. The Brewers have a silver Eric Gagne. I always love Eric Gagne cards. I hate facing them. They've got a gold Mike Cameron, and then a diamond Raleigh Fingers, one of my favorite relievers every year. Yo, I'm getting a lot of favorites here in Team Affinity for some of these diamond cards. The Cubs have a silver Dennis Eckersley. Now, it is a silver, but Dennis Eckersley is always one of my favorite relievers as well. For their gold card, there's a Cubs Billy Williams, and then their diamond card is an Alfonso Soriano. I've really liked using him the past few years at MLB The Show. And the White Sox have a silver Adam Dunn. They're going to have a gold Yoan Moncada. I always love Yoan Moncada cards, especially in Battle Royale. And then one of my favorite legends every year, a diamond Frank Thomas. Wow, I'm really getting a lot of my favorites here in this Team Affinity. I'm going to have to go after the White Sox too. I love using Frank Thomas every year. And if you guys have any questions about Team Affinity, please drop them down in the comments section. Myself or somebody else could try to help you out if the answer is available, if I know the answer. I think I covered everything for today. Those were the only cards, the only teams revealed. But again, as soon as tomorrow, we should have the rest of the 30 Team Affinity teams revealed after that legend reveal. So we should be covering all of that tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed for those. Subscribe for daily uploads. Feel free to drop a like if y'all enjoyed. You might enjoy one of these on screen, another on the channel, but I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's daily upload.